Hello, farewell, welcome to my channel. Do 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 do. I don't think that's how it goes, but hello, welcome. My name is Sheridan, and today we are working through a full body practice, but focusing on your inner thighs. So when you're ready, can you meet me on your back? Now for this class, you don't need anything. I love just moving with your body. It's a good reminder of spatial awareness, but it's also just really nice when you can't be bothered putting on props, taking them out of the cupboard, and you just want to move freely. So bring your hands down by your side, bending through the knees. Take a full breath in and just make sure your feet are quite close to your bottom, maybe you can touch the ankles. Take one more deep breath in here. And as you breathe out, can you start to press into the heels, squeezing the glutes as you lift the hips. Kneecaps go away from the body. And then slowly lower back down. We do this a few more times, really slow. Exhale, can you start to tilt the pelvis forward towards you as you lift, opening through the hips, stretching the thighs, and then slowly melting back down. Now you can almost think of it like a little tidal wave. We're trying to tuck the tailbone under, roll up, and then roll back down. Starting to wiggle through the fingertips here. So a lot of the weight stays into your heels and your glutes. Now let's just go one more at this pace and then slowly come back down. From here, can you just think about lifting the hips a little bit quicker and back down? So don't worry about the roll, we're just lifting, squeezing, lower back down tap. Lift, squeeze, lower back down tap. Starting to build a little bit more fire through the glutes, finding your pace. And use this opportunity to match your movement to your breath, but also to your energy. Check in with how you're feeling, because remember, this is your class, your practice, and I'm just here to guide you. I'm just here to give you ideas for dance moves, and if you follow along, that's totally fun. Now let's go 5. We're gonna hold up in 4. Let's go 3, holding up in 2. Now on 1, can you hold? Just take note of where your ribs are. If they are lifted to the sky, say no, no, not today, and draw them in, but lift the glutes, lift the hips. From here, we're gonna drive the knees in and out, lower halfway. Lift, knees kiss, release, lower halfway. So let's go up, knees in, out, and lower. Again, you can find a pace that suits you, but we're not Speedy Gonzalez's today. We are still moving with intention, but just find what makes sense. Find if you overcomplicate your movement, it becomes really tricky to concentrate on your breath, and I just want you to get the most out of the practice. Now in 3, we're gonna hold up and just kiss the knees together. In 2. Now on 1, can you hold? Knees come in, knees come back over the ankles. Knees come in and back. So it's almost like you're trying to squeeze your inner thighs together. Or you are, in fact. Keep coming in and out. In and out. Let's go 5. We're gonna hold them together in 4, 3, 2. Now on 1, can you hold the inner thighs, the knees together, lower halfway and lift. Lower and lift. Let's go 5. We're gonna hold at the top in 4. Finishing with little pulses in 3. Keep the knees together. 2. On 1, can you hold, squeeze everything together, little tiny pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, stay with me, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, release the knees, then slowly lower the hips, just rocking them side to side here. Getting out any little cracks, any niggles. Stay exactly where you are and just start to bring your legs to tabletop. Now you can bring your hands to your hips or your lower belly. Sometimes it's nice for feedback, or just keep them down to the mat. Can you start to point the toes, bringing the knees directly over the hips? Now keeping the left leg really straight, we're gonna inhale, open the right leg to the right, and then exhale as you close back to center. We're going through the other side. Inhale, left leg opens. Exhale as you close. So we are working through a little bit of your lower abdominals, as well as your inner thighs, maybe a little bit outer thigh, And imagine you have resistance around your thighs here. I know we're not using props, but you can use your imagination and it's just as good. Remember that your mind gives up before your body. So I want you to send love to your brain, to your body. You can do this, you can get through this workout, and you can feel really strong. Now this is your base. If you would like a little bit more, start to bring the legs together to tabletop. Bring the hands behind the head, if that feels okay, or even hands to temples. Keep the elbows wide. Can you find a crunch? Can you open the right leg? Oh, my hip clicked. Exhale, close. Open the left leg. Exhale, close. And then lower. Take a full breath in. Exhale, you crunch on up. Inhale, open the right leg. Bring it back to center. Open the left leg. Bring it back to center. And lower. Now I always encourage you to be curious throughout your body. So try layers, see how they fit, and if they're not for you today, you just put them back on the rack and say, not today, and you save your pennies. Let's go 5. This is 4. Can you crunch up a little bit higher if you're crunching today? So lift the shoulder blades off the mat. Last 3. This is 2. Now we have a final layer for this exercise coming up. So on 1, can you find your crunch and hold? Can you connect the toes but bring the knees out wide? Now we're going to bring elbows and knees together and then we're going to close as you lower. So we're going to lift up, close as you lower. Exhale, lift, connect elbow and knees or close to, and then lower. Open and back. So we're just connecting through the toes. And we're here for 5. This is 4. We are going to hold up in 3. Let's go 2. Now on 1, can you hold your crunch, hold your legs out wide. We're gonna lower, 1 foot down and back. 1 foot down and back. So we're rotating through the knees out, inner thighs face the sky. And if you don't want the crunch, you just let it go. But the further the toe goes away from the body, the more you're gonna work through the core. So if you just go down like so, you're not really gonna get a lot of core engagement. So can you think about opening and closing? Opening and closing. Now we're here for 5, each side. Stay with your breath. This is 4. Last 3. Let's go 2. 1 more each side. And then lower all the way down, bringing the hands onto the knees as the knees coming to the chest. Maybe rocking side to side. And then starting to come onto your right hand side for me. Bending through the top foot. Can you plant the top foot behind you? And then can you bring the the bottom leg long? So coming onto your forearm, your elbow, and I want you to really think about stacking the hips here. So we're gonna flex through the bottom leg. We're gonna lift, we're gonna lower, lift, and lower. Now you always can come down. I just find it's a little bit uncomfortable for the hip. So think about lifting up from the armpit, from the ribs. And let's go 5, 4. Can you think about the heel lifting? 3, 2. On 1, hold, flex the foot. We're gonna drive the knee in. Press the heel away, lower and tap. Lift, knee comes into the chest. Press the heel away, lower, lift. Bring it in, back, and down. I just thought of something. If you wanted to make it more spicy, you could always add ankle weights. So you can always press pause and grab them. I didn't really think about that. But if you're happy where you are, you just stay exactly moving with me. We're here for 5, and we're just gonna go in and out. In 4. Keep driving the belly button in, lift the leg. 3, 2. Now on 1, can you hold, just come in and out. Now the heel is trying to lift. So we're trying to use your lower belly to lift the inner thighs, lift the heel. Let's go 5, 4, hopefully you can feel something because I can here. 3, can you stay with me? 2, now on 1, hold, point the toe, lift the left hand to the sky. We're going to come up and tap and back, come up and tap and back. So really slow and controlled moves. Up and back, up and back. Let's go 5, 4, we're going to lift the leg and hold in 3. Let's go 2, on 1, can you lift the leg, lift the arm, point the toe, and we're going to pulse for 10, 9, come out of the mat, 8, 7, remember smiling helps, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, come all the way down. Just come up and take a seat and bring the left hand down and right hand up and over. Take a nice stretch. And guess what? We're doing the other side straight away, so you don't have time to think about it, to complain, because that's what I do. If I know what's coming, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. But we're getting it out of the way. So come down onto your left forearm, bend your right knee, plant the foot behind the body. Extend the bottom leg long and just think about opening through the rib here underneath, and then just bring the hand to the hip. Flex the foot, we're gonna lift and lower. Lift and lower. So you can really use your right knee as a bit of support. Lift and back. Now the good thing is you have done this side before, so you know what's coming. And if you can't remember, just stay along. Stay along for the ride. Trust the process. Now let's go 5. Keep the foot flexed. 4, 3, 2. On 1, can you hold? Drive the knee in. Extend it long. Lower and tap. Lift. Drive the knee in. Extend. Lower and tap. Now your lower belly is doing a lot of the work here. I think I said this before, so can you think about drawing the belly button in? Lifting, come back, extend, and lower. 5. Exhale, lift. 4, this is 3, last 2. Now on 1, we're just going to extend and bend, driving through the heel so you can lift the heel a little bit higher. Embrace the shakes, the little wobbles, the vibration, as it's the body's way of saying, hello, we love Pilates, I am working hard, can we stop? And the answer is not today. Unless you want to take a break, you can always, but stay with me just for 3. 4, 2. On 1, can you hold your leg long and lift the hand to the sky? Now we're going to come up and back. Now you can point the toe, you can flex the toe, but think about lifting through the inner thigh. Up and back. Up and back. Now we're here for 5. We're finishing with the pulse in 4. In 3. Let's go 2. On 1, can you hold everything long? Just pulse the leg up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a seat and just bring the left hand up and over as the right hand comes down. Coming all the way back to the center and just making your way onto your back to finish with a little bit more core, and then we're calling it a day. So coming onto your back, lift your legs to the sky, and just like we did at the start of the practice, we're going to rotate the knees outwards so the inner thighs are facing you. Connect through the heels, take a full breath in, and bring the hands to the sky. Spirit fingers are active here. As you exhale, can you find your crunch? Reach the hands behind, also by your side, and then inhale as you lower. Keep the legs where they are. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Now, if it's not comfortable to keep the legs straight, you can always have a soft bend. And this time as we crunch, can you reach the hands between the legs, open the legs, say hello, connect the heels and lower the head. Lift and lower. Now imagine there's a magnet connecting your two heels and they're trying to separate with intention and then slowly make their way back towards one another. So they're just super attracted to each other. They can't get enough of each other. Now we have done a little bit of inner thigh work. In fact, we've done a lot. So hopefully the inner thighs are already starting to say hello. Let's go 5, 4. We are holding up in 3. Let's go 2. On 1, can you hold all the way up? Now we're gonna pulse the legs up and back for 10, 9, keep the crunch if you can, 8, 7, can you crunch higher, 5, 4, 3, listen for the change, 2, hold on 1, pulses through the upper body, through the crunch for 10, 9, spirit fingers are reaching towards that almond croissant, morning coffee, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, hug the knees in, lower the head, and just take a little moment to reset. One last shape, and then we are done. So, hands gonna come by your side, or they can even come underneath your tailbone, whatever feels comfortable. Bring the legs to the sky, connect the toes, connect the heels. So think about straight legs if you can. Take a full breath in, and as you breathe out, can you start to crisscross your feet? Now you can stay quite high, or you can start to make your way down, see how low can you go, and then make your way back up. Now it doesn't have to be a big movement at all, aiming to keep your lower back really heavy to the earth as you just find your little crisscrosses here. Finding that shaky spot where things start to talk to you, and then make your way back up. Now we're just here for 5. We're gonna find your shaky spot in 3, in 2. Now on 1, make your way down to your shaky spot. Now let's get groovy. We're here for 10. We're gonna stay, draw the belly button in, maybe a little bit lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, this is it. 4, 3, 2, on 1, hug the knees in, massage through your lower back. Just allow everything to settle. Allowing the breath to be really heavy, the mind to be really quiet. And noticing how you start to feel. Rolling over just to one side, making your way up to a seat, getting really comfy here. Maybe taking a little rock, a little sway. Can you release the hands, and as you inhale, lift the hands to the sky. And as you exhale, interlace the fingertips and just press them firmly up. Take one more full breath in here. And then exhale, can you come up and over to the right hand side. Inhale back through center. And exhale up and over through the left. Returning the hands to center and letting go. And just finding a little butterfly to stretch. Butterfly stretch to finish, sorry. So bring the feet together and bring the knees out wide. Now the heels can be quite far away from the body, or they can be close. I like to place my hands onto my feet. You might not like that, you might just want to bring them to the ankles. And start to rock the knees a little bit. Releasing any tension through the hips, the inner thighs. And eventually finding a moment of stillness. Can you allow the belly to be really floppy, really soft? Allow the head to hang heavy, and maybe even starting to take a forward fold. One more full breath in here. And letting it all go as you breathe out. Inhale as you start to roll through the spine, restacking, giving yourself a little hug, a little high five, pat on the back. Short practices like this just shift my energy so much, especially when I can just move freely without any props. So let me know how you went in the comments. I really hope you also feel the energy shift, and I will see you next time. in case no one has told you, I'm so proud of you and I love you. Mwah.